Hi folks, it's Switchback. We are camping at Sugar Pine Point State Park in the Tahoe Basin, and I wanted to go over some stoves with you. So I have been using, this is the original PocketRocket here for almost a decade, and last year I upgraded to the new PocketRocket Deluxe, but I have seen a lot of people talking about, for a much lower price, the BRS 3000. And so I wanted to check it out and compare it with these and see if it's really up to snuff. We'll be doing a boil test of these, so we will see what really is worth carrying. So let's go over some stats real quick. The BRS 3000 is 26 grams, just under 1 ounce. For $17 at the time of filming this, it comes with a little bag and an extra O-ring. For pros, it's tiny. You can see the comparison here with these. It's ultralight, and of course it's cheap. After playing with this a bit, some of the cons are that the arms they're not super stable. Like on these, you can see that these stay down. They use a little resistance before you actually can get them up. They're also very tiny, which means that they're not super stable once there's a pot on there. Also, the regulator knob is kind of tiny. To give some comparison here, there's that, which also means that it's easier to burn yourself. There's zero wind protection. It's not a great option for high elevation, which we're at like 6,200 feet. 6,258. And there are reports of the pot supports, these arms right here, melting. I have not had that experience yet, but they do get hot. You can tell, like they discolor. You can already tell that it's got some discoloration to it. Next, I want to talk a little bit about, I have the original PocketRocket, but the new PocketRocket 2 is the upgraded version, or the updated version of this one. So that one is a little bit smaller and lighter than the one I'm holding right now, but it's still worth talking about. So the PocketRocket Deluxe 2 is 73 grams or 2.6 ounces. It runs $60 at the time of filming this. It comes with a case, and it has 3 burn zones. And the idea is that if wind blows out one or two of them, the other can light the rest of the top again. Holy mosquitoes in September. Some of the pros, it has longer arms and better support and a bigger regulator knob than the BRS. Still considered ultralight, under 3 ounces, and it is reported to boil 1 liter of water in 3.5 minutes. The cons of the PocketRocket 2 are that it is larger and heavier than the BRS. It is a blowtorch, very much the same as this, and it has minimal wind protection. Next, we have the PocketRocket Deluxe. Now, this is the one that I upgraded to from the PocketRocket OG here. This comes in at 83 grams, just 10 grams more than the PocketRocket 2. Or 2.9 ounces. It runs $85 as of this filming. It comes with its own case. It has a windscreen here. It has a regulator, and it has a piezo lighter. So what that means is, in theory, and it's not perfect, but it will light itself. Obviously, once it's attached to fuel and turned on. But having that regulator will help it to work better at high elevations and cold temperatures. Among the pros of this, it has better heat distribution than the PocketRocket than the PocketRocket. It's still ultralight, again, under 3 ounces. It's stated to boil 1 liter of water in 3.3 minutes, so a little bit faster than the PocketRocket 2. It has the windscreen, it has the piezo lighter, and it's going to perform better in low temperatures and low fuel conditions. The only downside, other than the fact that it's a little bit heavier than these, is that you still need to carry a backup lighter method. So one nice thing on all 3 of these is that the pot supports do fold down, which makes them all a lot more compact than they are right at this moment. With all of them, you want to screw them onto the canister quickly, but especially with the BRS, I've noticed there's a lot of fuel loss when you're screwing it on. So, for example, right now this is 651 grams, and I'm going to screw this on and off. I just want to see, so you can hear and see that. And that's going relatively fast. Probably could have gone a little faster, but... And then we're going to take it off. And let's see what the difference is here. So we lost 1 to 2 grams just in doing that. So every time you take this off and put it on, you lose a gram or 2, which makes a difference over time. So you'll notice the difference here when I screw this one on, and it's not even going as fast, but there was no fuel loss doing that. Like a tiny bit right there, only because I'm going slow. Didn't lose anything. With any of these, when you go to screw them on also, make sure that the knob is completely closed. I did, the first time I used this, it was slightly, because of the fact that this one folds off to the side a little bit, and I had it stored this way, the valve was very slightly opened and it drained a canister overnight. Learn from my mistake. All right, so I'm going to be actually weighing how much water is going in this pot each and every time. Try to make it as close to 500 grams as possible here. Let's see. I'm going to go with close enough. Here is our weight on the fuel canister. We're going to do the BRS first while it's fullest. Not reassuring. That is going to be my biggest complaint on this thing. All right. And I will be making sure that everything cools in between here as well. So I'm going to turn this on full bore here. If this'll, there we go. All right, so started to boil, just under 4 minutes there. All right, I'm gonna take it off with some help here. Okay. Obviously I would not use this size of canister for a trip, but I figured it would be the easiest way to do this for this. All right, so I'm gonna bring this back over here. So about 13 grams burnt. Okay, doing this a second time because I screwed it up the first time. So let me see, here's where we are on the fuel. 616. And we're gonna tear out the pot here. The PocketRocket OG here. Take this pepper off. Let's see where we are. 603. Next stove is the PocketRocket Deluxe. Okay. I'm going to tear that out. 502. Let's see if I can't get it even more precise. 501. That's fine. All right. And let's see how the piezo does here. Oh, shoot, that was open. That's all right. Okay. Full bore. Start. Let's take this off. And let's see what we burned. So we're at 0. We're gonna 593. So ultimately, if weight and budget are top of mind for you and you don't mind something that's just quick and dirty, the BRS is a great option for you. I'm going to put links to all of these down in the description. Using those links does help benefit the channel, so thank you in advance. I have lots of other gear reviews you can check out in this playlist. Thank you so much for watching. I will look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.